I'm Lindsay Dreyer, founder of Happy Agent Co., where we empower women in real estate to build financial independence, lead with authenticity, and create joyful lives and businesses. Each week, I'll bring you bold conversations, actionable strategies, and the inspiration you need to build a business that supports your life, not the other way around. This is the podcast for women like you who want more than success. They want freedom. They want to make an impact. And more importantly, they want to do it all without sacrificing their happiness. Welcome to Happy Agent Co., where success is unapologetically yours. Can you believe that we are almost halfway through 2025? I cannot. I don't know where time goes, but it seems to be going faster and faster the older I get. Or maybe it's just I'm in the kid time warp, but I feel like time has a completely different meaning and it just feels so short. So in today's episode, I am excited to dive into a mid-year reality check. Are you on track with those goals you set in January, or are you just plain old tired? My hope is that by the end of this episode, you'll know exactly where you're thriving, where you may have gone off the rails, and how you can realign the second half of this year with more joy, more income, and maybe even less overwhelm. All right, so let's chat about this a little bit. Are you on track with your goals, or are you just tired? Maybe you're just over it right now. I will say this market can be pretty challenging, especially mindset-wise. There's definitely ups and downs, consumer confidence, everything we're dealing with are big picture things. So getting into your business can sometimes feel kind of difficult. And that's pretty normal. We are human. So maybe you started this year with big energy, big goals. Maybe you even had that cute little planner with the inspirational saying on the front and you swore you were going to use it. But here we are. It's the end of June and maybe things are looking a little messier than you planned, or maybe you're just a little disappointed. That doesn't mean that you failed. It means that it's time for a reset. And I really believe in this. I believe you can reset at any time. So this isn't just for the beginning of the year, the end of the year, the middle of the year. This can be at any moment in your business. So today, this is your mid-year moment. Do not panic. We are going to pause and we are going to get intentional. I do not believe in shaming yourself into action. We need to be gentle with ourselves. We need to give ourselves grace. It is about just checking in and figuring out what's actually working and what's not, and then making some really intentional action steps. Easy, doable, not overwhelming. And by the end of this episode, you're going to have checked in and you will have some action items to move forward to hopefully make 2025 a better year than when you started it. Let's dive in to the meat of this episode. I am going to walk you through a 4-point mid-year check-in, and this should not take longer than 30 minutes to an hour maximum. This is really just to take some intentional time to reflect. So grab your favorite notebook and a pen, maybe a notes app, whatever you like to do, analog or digital. I'm a both kind of girl. I'm a hybrid. And we're going to walk through the 4 things that I want you to check in on during your check-in. So number 1, and again, we go back to the happy agent method, which is start with joy. So number 1 is joy. Are you still having fun? Are you still enjoying your business? If everything is feeling heavy and you are dreading the start to the weekend or your Mondays, or you are feeling like every client is a slog, it is really time to pay attention to those cues. I want you to go back to the beginning of your business. And most people were so energized, they were so lit up, and they loved showing up to work every single day. So are you still bringing that, I like to call it new agent energy, to your business? Or do you have old, tired agent energy? If you have old, tired agent energy, this key point is for you. We need to bring back the fun and bring back the joy. So I want you to ask yourself a few questions, and I want you to really reflect on these. Number 1 is, what's lighting you up lately? Is there anything in your business that lights you up, that energizes you, that really is just fun? And you do it just for the fun, not necessarily the money or the return on investment. I know for me, anytime I am creating marketing materials, I am so lit up. I love it. And it goes back to graphic design. I was a graphic designer in high school. I got my certification. And so that's just something I find really fun. It's like art for me. So maybe outsourcing that is a smart business move for me, but it takes away some of the joy. And that's a really key piece of insight that I learned about myself, which is if I'm not creating on a regular basis, AKA this podcast, I get really sad and it's not joyful. I'm not enjoying it. So what's lighting you up? What do you enjoy in your business? On the flip side of that coin, what's draining you? What's making you resent your work? And figure that out. Maybe it's a lack of boundaries. Maybe it's a particular client or listing that you need to drop. It might be that you just are taking on too much. Maybe we need to get less off your plate. But what's draining you or making you hate your work? This is a really important one. Maybe it's taking you away from your family. So dive into that and really figure out, why am I so unhappy? Why am I not enjoying this right now? And the last question under joy or last reflection is, when was the last time you felt so incredibly proud, so energized, or super excited in your business? That is a thread that you need to pull because it probably has some really valuable insight into brings you joy and what you enjoy. I don't think we take enough time to reflect as real estate professionals because our business is so go, go, go and do. But I really think getting intentional and taking the time away to just reflect, it is so important for your longevity in this business and building a business that is good for your life and good for your mental health. If your business isn't making space for joy, it is not sustainable, period. I have seen so many agents burn out because they are not focused on enjoyment. They are focused on pure ROI. And while money, which is the next one, is important, it is not everything. I really, truly believe you have to start with joy. All right, diving into number 2 on our 4-point mid-year check-in is money. So are you where you want to be financially? And I know money is the great scorekeeper, and I truly believe it does not define your worth. So that's not what this is about. But you do deserve to get paid for the work that you are doing. So that goal you set in January, which if you follow my business planning method, is actually tied to something meaningful in your life, not just, a random number pulled out of the sky. But are you on track with your income goals? And how far off are you? Or if you're exceeding them, that's incredible too. So I want you to take a hard look at what you are doing in your business. Are your efforts actually turning into income? Or are you just staying busy? So this is where we really start to get into return on investment, return on energy. The other thing is, are you profitable? So this isn't just about closing deals and getting commissions in your bank account, but this is about keeping the money in your business and your bank account. This is about profit. So are you tracking your expenses? Are you tracking your income? Do you have a budget? Are you profitable? And are you tracking your profit? Because that is a really key piece of your money. So take a look at your money. Where are you? And what do we need to do to potentially get that in a better situation? This is not about shame. And a lot of people have money issues where they start to go into that downward shame spiral when it comes to money. So this is just about adjustments, not about judgment. So I want you to just take a honest, objective look at your finances and answer the question, are you where you want to be financially? And where do you want to go? Number 3 on our 4-point checklist is clients. So are you working with the right people? I know right now, so many agents, I have lots of coaching clients who are like, I have to take every deal. I can't afford to say no. And here's a really honest truth is that not all clients are created equal. If your clients are ghosting you, or if you have a seller who doesn't have to sell, We only make money when homes close. So you are allowed to cut clients loose if they are not a good fit or if something is off. So I have some reflection questions for you around clients. Are you attracting, keyword attracting, your dream clients? Or are you just saying yes to anyone with a pulse because you are desperate for money? This is a yes or no question. Are you attracting your dream clients? Yes or no? Also, I think it's worth digging into the past year or two. How are clients finding you? So there might be a correlation between referrals and your dream clients or the right people that you want to work with. Maybe you bought Zillow leads and you realize every single one of them is a nightmare. Or maybe you realize every single one of them is like an easy deal to close. So look into your client sources, how clients are finding you, and see if there's any correlation. See if there's any information that might be helpful. And then the last question to reflect on when it comes to your clients is, are you setting expectations that make the process easier or harder for everyone? I think especially in times where the market has shifted. So in most parts of the country, we're no longer in a hot seller's market. Sellers have that expectation of the market is hot. So are you setting expectations with your listing clients on what's actually happening in the market? And it sometimes is a micro market. So are you setting expectations on what's happening? Like, we're going to be on the market for at least 3 weekends. If we go under contract within those 3 weekends, we are so lucky. For buyers, maybe it's, you can be looking at homes out a little bit outside your price range because we have some negotiation room in most cases. Or maybe you have a competitive market and you're setting those buyer expectations, but you want to make sure you're setting expectations accordingly for your clients because it makes your job so much easier. You control the process and your clients control the decisions, but you get to decide who you work with. And if it's not a good fit, you can either cut them loose or refer them out. You do not have to take every single client, especially if they are not a good fit for you. And the last point on our 4-point checklist for your mid-year reality check is systems and energy. Are you working smart or are you just working constantly? Because that's not good. I want you to be honest with yourself. Are your systems helping you breathe? Or are you just getting buried in a never-ending to-do list? One question is, are you still doing everything manually? And this can literally be everything. And this could be like I have a whole other episode on this, on your systems for spring cleaning. So check that out if you want to really dive into this. But if you do things that are repeatable, you should have a system for it. And if you're doing everything manually, especially in the age of AI, you really need to dig in and figure out, how can I start automating? How can I start using AI to make my job easier? This also comes down to templates, automations, a CRM that makes your life easier. So do you have technology systems that are helping you in your business? Maybe you purchased a piece of technology and you're not using it. Maybe it's time to dive in and learn that technology to really see if it's something that's going to help you. And then lastly, are you working in a way that supports your energy, or are you draining every last ounce of it? Are you a morning person? Are you a night person? Do you like doing your work in sprints, or do you like doing limited hours like each and every day? So just knowing your working style and what supports your natural energy. For women, this can also be your monthly cycle. I know that definitely impacts me and my energy levels. So this is about just being aware of your systems, but then it's about being aware of your energy levels. I am an introvert. I know that I need recharge time. So just being able to plan your energy management, which is a whole other episode in and of itself. Energy management is so key to working smart and not just working constantly. So those are the 4 points I really want you to check in with yourself on. Joy, are you still having fun? Money, are you where you want to be financially? Clients, are you working with the right people? And systems and energy, are you working smart or are you just working constantly? here's what I want you to know. If your answers to these questions made you cringe a little bit, like a teeny tiny bit, you are not broken. You just need to make some improvements. You need to just make a little bit of progress. You're not behind. You don't need to burn it all down. You just need to course correct. And the really amazing thing is you own your own business and you are allowed to. At any time, like I said earlier in the episode, anytime you are allowed to course correct. You get to pivot. You get to choose when you get to rest. You get to finish the year aligned and in your power. And I will tell you, I have seen so many real estate agents course correct mid-year where they just blow it out in the last half of the year because they got intentional. And that's what this is all about. So let's get intentional. I am giving you 3 small, high impact moves that you can make this week. Number 1, you need to choose one priority for the next 30 days. Not 5 goals, not a 9-tab spreadsheet, not launching a new CRM, just one focus. Is it client attraction, getting more leads, quality leads? Is it cleaning up your back-end systems? Is it rebuilding your ideal schedule? I want you to choose it, that one thing, commit to it, and then build your schedule, life, business around it. Number 2 is set one boundary. It could be as simple as I'm not answering texts after 7 p.m., or I don't take buyers out without a pre-approval, or I am done working weekends unless I absolutely have to. But your boundaries are going to protect your joy, and they're also going to protect your sanity and your energy, which is crucial to having a successful real estate career. So set one boundary. And lastly, I want you to recommit to one joyful activity. So bring back one small thing that has made you feel like you. It could be a weekly walk. It could be diving into a book that you love. It could be journaling. It could be music. It could be just creative, artistic time. Whatever it is, bring one small thing back that makes you feel like you, because it is so easy to get lost in family life, real estate life, that you forget about yourself and what brings you joy and what makes you you. So I really want you to remember that. So those are the 3 things. That's your homework. Choose one priority work-wise for the next 30 days, set one boundary, and recommit to one joyful activity. I want you to remember that you are the boss. That is your mantra. You are the boss. This business does not run you. You run this business, and you get to design it to feel good. I want you to remember that. You get to design this to feel good. This isn't about breaking you. It's not about having a business that is so successful, but you are miserable. So you are not too late. You are not too tired to try. You just needed this moment to check in, breathe, and move forward with intention, because a happy agent is a successful one, and you are allowed to be both. If you loved this episode, please forward it to a real estate agent that needs to hear it. And please don't forget to follow or subscribe to make sure that you don't miss any future episodes. Until next time, thanks for being here and stay happy. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Happy Agent Co. I hope you're feeling inspired and ready to take action to build a business and a life you absolutely love. If you enjoyed today's episode, it would mean the world to me if you could share it with a fellow agent who might need to hear it. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you are feeling generous, leave a review. Until next time, stay happy.